As a new brandy or cognac drinker, you probably have a lot of questions swirling around your head. Things like, how can I enjoy cognac more? What are the best cocktails? And are there any new and quirky cocktails that I can try? Now, ever since I started this new channel, I've been researching some of the best brandy bars and their brandy cocktail menus to find their best sellers. And today, I want to give you my 3 favourite ones that I found to help you enjoy brandy more. And if you want to know what this simple highball is, stay tuned to the end of the video because it's your bonus 4th one. Hello brandy friend, welcome back to the channel. But for those of you that are new around these parts, hello and welcome. My name is Steve the Barman, and right here on this channel we talk about all things brandy related. Brandy, cognac, Armagnac, Calvados, Grappa, Pisco, you name it, they're all coming. Anything that could be called brandy will be featured eventually on this channel. So if that sounds like fun, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But don't forget, my 5 other YouTube channels will all be listed in the description below. So your first cocktail is the only reason I have Green Chartreuse behind the bar. I first had this cocktail out in Cognac last year, 2003. Superb at Bar Luciole. Superb. This is the Nuclear Sidecar. It's just a simple mix of, it's kind of like the brandy daiquiri, if you like. Kind of like the Nuclear DAC. It's a thing as well, but this is just gorgeous. So let me quickly run you through the ingredients here. To start down this end, we've got some lemon juice, we've got some sugar, as I've mentioned, the chartreuse. And now the brandy, the cognac, the original cognac for this is Planat, and it's an overproof 65% cognac. There's nothing even remotely close to that available here in the UK. So I've got my strongest cognac here. It's the Pierre Ferrand 1840. It's a 45%er. Slightly adjusted the ratio just ever so slightly. But I dare say, to be proper nuclear, you kind of want that overproof cognac. And then now, we're kind of going off piste here a little bit. The original recipe calls for Merlet, Trois, triple sec. Now, what that triple sec is, it's a gorgeous triple sec, and I've forgotten all about it until I'd seen the recipe for this. It's a blend of 3 citrus fruits, as in Trois citrus, 3 citrus fruits. It is orange, it is blood orange, and it is lemon. Now, if I'd have realised, if I'd thought about this earlier, I would have got a bottle, because it is a banging triple sec from Merlet. Really different to that. But so what I've done, and I'm not saying this remotely close, but what I've got here is my Pierre Ferrand dry orange curacao, and I'm just going to amp it with a slight bit of lemon bitters. I did think about doing half triple sec and half the dry orange curacao, but the triple sec I've got here is the sweeter 25% version, and the triple sec, you get 2 types of triple sec. Triple sec is either 40% or it's that sweeter 25%. So I haven't got that 40%, which would be the equivalent to that Merlet, if you like. So up in the ratios very, very slightly: 40 ml of the Pierre Ferrand 1840 cognac, 15 ml of the dry orange curacao, and a dash of lemon bitters, just to mimic that Merlet as much as I possibly can. 5 ml of that green chartreuse, 20 ml of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then 10 ml of your sugar syrup. Then double strain into your Nick and Nora glass or really small martini or coupette. Now, the second cocktail I came across is from a lady called Angèle, who works at Hotel Henrietta. It's a brandy cognac hotel cognac bar, just off Covent Garden in London. And this is just a simple 4 ingredient, but when I looked at the recipe, I was just like, I'm not sure. And then I tasted it, I made it and I tasted it. Wow, this is really, really good. Oh, honestly, the cognac really sings in there. It's not her original cognac, but you just get the subtle notes of the other ingredients. I'll let you into it. It's strawberry, there's vermouth, there's Suze in there. The Suze plays a part, but it's not a big part in there. But that strawberry flavour with that cognac, that is flipping delicious, that is. Now, I know many of you are already looking at these ingredients thinking, oh no, that cocktail is not for me. But trust me, this is superb. I love this. Now, the original cognac that Angèle used in this was Frapin, the 1270, I think it is. Now, I haven't got any Frapin yet. I haven't been down that rabbit hole. So I'm just kind of using Pierre Ferrand at the moment for these cocktails. So I've gone for the Ambre. From tasting notes that I can kind of see, it's the close-ish. They'll be different, but that's kind of there. Strawberry liqueur, Crème de Frais is what we've got there. We've got the Suze, which is like a gentian root liqueur, and then your sweeter, your Rosso Vermouth of choice. Look, for the love of God, don't do Martini Rosso or Cinzano Rosso. Do a decent Rosso Vermouth. So in your mixing glass, you want 35 ml of your cognac, 10 ml of your sweet vermouth, 5 ml of your Suze, and then 5 ml of your Crème de Frais. And strain it into your tasting glass. Then the garnish for that, Angèle uses an orange peel. Now, I've only got dried fruit behind me here, but that's how you would garnish it. Now, your third recipe is called the Don Camillo with the Vallein-Tercinier, I think. Now, Vallein-Tercinier, I've completely butchered that, is a brand of cognac. Okay, so this is another recipe from Bar Luciol, Dover and Cognac. And again, when I first looked at the ingredients, I was like, yeah, okay, but there's a rhubarb in there, which got me inquisitive. So I did make it, I did try it. I've adapted a couple of things in here, so you'll see, just because of the ingredients I've got. But this is absolutely delicious. If you get into your mindset that cognac, brandy is a very different style of cocktail to your sort of rum, your tiki cocktails in there. The way this balances sort of those bitters, those liqueurs that we kind of use throughout this, the Suze, the Campari, Chartreuse, that's the one I was looking for a second ago. Just the cognac works so well that where rum doesn't. This is just stunning. It's got that fruity element to it. It's got the cognac. You do not lose the cognac in there at all. But the rhubarb really does come out to play in that. That is fantastic. So the ingredients you're going to need to make this cocktail, again, we've got a couple of little swaps, little riffs going on in this. It's not the original cognac, but the tasting notes of the cognac that was used. I'm kind of going along the Pierre Ferrand Ambre routes, but again, it will be different. You know, it's a great cognac. Love that cognac for this. Dry orange curacao is the recipe. Campari is called for in the recipe, and the Peychaud's is called for. The only kind of major swap is actually it's a rhubarb syrup. Now, I've got a couple of rhubarb syrups here, but neither of them would do the job that I really want. So I've gone down the route of a rhubarb liqueur that I have got. And then just to kind of give that sweetness kind of vibe, I'm just going to add a touch of sugar syrup. The rhubarb syrup, if you're in the UK, that I think would do justice in this is the Funkin' rhubarb syrup in little bottles. The ODK one that I've got here, no, it's not vibrant enough in rhubarb compared to a product like this. So into your mixing glass again, 25 ml of your cognac, 10 ml of your Campari, 10 ml of my rhubarb liqueur, and then 5 ml of my Pierre Ferrand, 5 ml of my sugar syrup to balance adjust the rhubarb, and 2 dashes of the Peychaud's. And strain into a tumbler glass with a lovely ball of ice. And then I will garnish this with a dried orange. So in the comments below, let me know which one of these you fancy trying. Honestly, very different types of cocktails to what I'm used to with rum, but amazing, amazing cocktails. Now, if you've been holding out, wondering what this is, again, this is another recipe from Bar Luciol. I've slightly adapted it. What this essentially is a highball mixer. The original recipe is kind of grapefruit juice and ginger ale. What I've done with this is I've swapped in Bristol Syrup's grapefruit sherbet instead of grapefruit juice. I've added a bit of citrus in there, and then Franklin's and Sons, let's get that on the close up there, mandarin and ginger soda. So all that is essentially a double shot of, I've used Pierre Ferrand Ambre in there, double shot of, Burnt Faith I actually used in there. Burnt Faith, 15 ml of that, 15 ml of lime juice, and then topped up with that mandarin. That's really, really delicious.